On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Steps away to find some room. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Creates a little room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tempo and overdrive.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Oh, he's getting ahead. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's up. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point of the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. There he goes!
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. They stop it just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm flow. Take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
winding down in the corner as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Quarterback keeper. Turning on the Jets. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Makes the catch, it's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. Very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. That's a fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit.
Number 38 on field goal.
It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over the Groupers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Play action. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's now 2nd down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the 1st down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the 1st down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the house. Touchdown Tide!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touch. Wide open spaces. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuevas. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's at the 50. Past the 30. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you
got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown!
In the end zone.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 38 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw it, Simpson. Got a man, it's Miller. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hale. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give to the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hale. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Horton. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. It's now 3rd and goal.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive.
He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
All out of space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The play action fake. Unloads it left. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position we can get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be looking to run. Catch in the middle. It's Young. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He wants to change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys. Good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock is struck 0, and the ball game is over.